Greg Oden is now the director of basketball operations at Butler University, but he was such a highly touted player at one point that even Steve Kerr said he was a once-in-a-decade talent. In this video, we're going to walk through the hype that surrounded this player and how injuries stalled and ultimately destroyed his career. Starting this video off with a reminder of how nice Greg Oden is with this viral clip that occurred. You can hear a bit of sadness in his voice, but it also seems like he was pretty happy and content with where he was at.
Hey, do you play basketball?
I used to.
Oh, you used to. I can beat you. Oh.
In his early years, Greg Oden's high school career was marked by tremendous success. He attended Lawrence North High School in Indianapolis, Indiana, where he played for the school's basketball team, the Wildcats. Oden's exceptional skill and towering presence on the court quickly garnered attention. Standing at 7 feet tall, he possessed remarkable athleticism and defensive prowess. And alongside his teammate and future NBA player Mike Conley Jr., Oden led Lawrence North to great success. During his high school career, Oden helped the Wildcats win 3 consecutive Indiana State championships from 2004 to 2006. His dominant performance and shot-blocking abilities made him a standout in the state and frankly across the country. Oden's impressive achievements on the court earned him numerous accolades and recognition. He was named a McDonald's All-American in 2006 and then was selected as a Naismith Prep Player of the Year, Gatorade National Player of the Year, and Parade Magazine Player of the Year. These awards solidified his status as one of the top high school players in the nation. Oden's success in high school quickly caught the attention of top college basketball programs, and ultimately he chose to play for the Ohio State Buckeyes, where he continued to excel but also began to show signs of wear and tear on his body. The towering center had a right wrist injury in June 16 of 2006 that saw him sit out for the start of the college season. He was able to get his debut in later that year in December and finish his game with 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 blocks, showcasing just how electric of an offensive and defensive player he was when he was actually able to get on the court. Pro career plagued by injury. Oden was selected to the Portland Trail Blazers with the number 1 overall pick in June of 2007. And 2 months later, he went on to do microfracture surgery on his right knee, missing the entire season. While coming back from surgery, Oden wasn't in the best shape, and although he was listed at 250 pounds, his trainer said he was closer to 300. This additional weight, along with how intense the NBA seasons are, can cause a lot of wear on the body. And in December of 2009, Oden suffered a fractured left patella, causing him to miss the entire 2009 and 2010 season. He underwent surgery to repair the injury and faced a lengthy rehabilitation process. Oden was able to successfully come back during the following season, playing for 21 games for the Trailblazers. However, his knee issues persisted, and he experienced another setback in February of 2012, where he underwent microfracture surgery on his left knee. The injury effectively ended his tenure with the Trailblazers, as he was waived by the team in March of 2012. Despite his numerous setbacks and surgeries, Oden attempted another comeback in the NBA. He signed with the Miami Heat for the 2013-2014 season, hoping to revive his career. And while he managed to play in 23 games for the Heat, his impact was again limited due to none other than his ongoing knee problems. Ultimately, the toll of multiple surgeries and subsequent rehabilitation took a toll on Oden's basketball career. He was unable to sustain a long-term professional playing career and officially retired from the NBA in 2016. When he was on the court and healthy, Greg Oden was a double-double machine. It goes to show that for the elite athletes, there are a lot of factors involved to operate and play at the highest of levels.
But Greg Oden, man, when I seen him, and you gotta remember, this is a different NBA now. You still post up, you still play with the big. So, long story short, we end up drafting Greg, and we're having these workouts, and we're doing like football stuff, and we're out in the field, and man, we was doing 100-yard down and backs, and Greg and LaMarcus are like, they're winning, and these dudes are the tallest players on the team. He could run. And then when we got in the open gym, whoever's team Greg was on was gonna win. Because you know how it is, man, we're all good, but it comes down to those couple plays here and there. And Greg could defend better than just about anybody. And then he can get offensive rebounds. He kept every ball alive. So I was like, man, and I remember I called my dad. He was like, you know, how good is he? I was like, we could win a championship. Like, for the first time in my life, playing with him, I was like, we could win a championship. He was that good.
While many players might become a shell of themselves after all these events, Greg Oden continued to grind and use his mind instead of his body. He returned to his alma mater and finished his education getting a degree in the sport industry. This aligned well with his next steps in the basketball world, as he was a student manager for the team and then became a graduate assistant. And now recently, in April of 2022, Oden joined Thad Matta's staff as a director of basketball operations at Butler University. It's clear to me that Greg Oden has a passion for the sport and also all the people behind it. The sky is not the limit, as Oden, in my opinion, has successfully moved on to the next phase of his career. Perhaps we'll see him as a coach or even a GM for a team in the near future if he chooses to come out of the college basketball world. So, what do you think about the injury that plagued Greg Oden and how he was able to overcome a lackluster NBA career? Is this perhaps the best case scenario for an NBA player that was so highly touted? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, we appreciate your support. So keep watching, subscribing, and more. We'll see you on the next one at Sport Trending.